David, after Saturday's win at Burnley, how many, apart from Mikhail, all the rest of the squad travelled?
We have Jared hasn't travelled, and we've got another couple who have some illness who haven't travelled.
David, for the last sort of 2 seasons, you've always said you want to be in Europe after Christmas. Big juggling act, 10 matches in 34 days.
Yeah.
And but obviously, if you win tomorrow, that sort of puts you on the cusp of going into match day 6, knowing that you just haven't got to lose to Freiburg. So how do you reconcile that against the workload that you've got?
It's been very difficult over 2 years trying to juggle the European games with also the Premier League games. But for most of it, we've done quite well. 1 semi-final, 1 final. So we're trying to do much the same. But I agree, it's really difficult, and I believe this year the group we're in is a very hard group and is making it harder to make too many changes.
Also, obviously, Topola gave us a bit of a scare at London Stadium, and they beat sort of Partizan Belgrade 4-0 on Saturday, when we were top of the table. So can't take anything for granted coming in.
No, I would never. I find every game in Europe difficult. Nothing is easy, and obviously we're fully aware of their very good result they had at the weekend.
The last one for me is when you kicked off in Zagreb, September 2021, did you ever in your wildest dreams think you'd be going to 13 different countries, 32 games, different climates, different cultures, and today 4,000 capacity stadium, 320 West Ham fans following the team?
Yeah, I think if you had said that to me 2 or 3 years ago when we started out, I don't know if I'd have believed it. Also, we had just gone, I think, 17 games unbeaten in Europe, which I think was a British record for any team. So we've really enjoyed our journey in Europe over the last few years. We continue to enjoy it now. We come to another new city, and when we first got into Europe, we wanted the supporters to enjoy their trips, enjoy going away, behave well, and hopefully see their team doing well in Europe, and hopefully they would all probably, I hope, would stand back and say, yeah, we've had a couple of really good years in Europe.
So the question for the West Ham manager: what's your opinion of TSC? We've got 1 point in the general standing here in Europe in the Europa League, and we played well at the London Stadium in London. And have you seen our stadium? What's your general impression? What do you think?
I agree. You played very well in London Stadium. Was the opening game in the group? What was it? Yes, opening game in the group, and I thought it was a good game, and fortunate at the moment we got the result. But we, as I said before, we respect all the opponents we play. We'll come here tomorrow. We will try and win because we're in a strong position in the group. But also, I've had a chance to see small stadium in comparison, but pitch looks good, and nice night tonight. A little bit cold, but nice to play. So hopefully we can perform well tomorrow.
Istvan Turov from TV Vojvodina. It was 2 months ago when TSC played in London, the first match in its history on the group stage of every cup. And what can we expect after 2 months in your game? Because when we were in London, you were unbeaten in the Premier League, but now you are on the 9th place, I think. And what can we expect tomorrow?
Well, we've been doing well in Europe over the last couple of years. We have a record. We went unbeaten. Our first defeat was in Olympiacos a few weeks ago. So I'm hoping that we can continue our really good form in Europe. We've been good wherever we've been. We've had some draws, we've had some wins, and in the main we've not lost so many games. In fact, we've only lost 1 game in over 2 years away from home, except for a semi-final. So we've been in pretty good form. So I hope we can continue it, and I'll do everything I possibly can to make that be the case tomorrow.